The early Johannesburg morning carried a quiet tension that only football people truly understand. At Naturena, the Kaizer Chiefs training ground, the gates opened slowly as staff arrived one by one. There was no parade, no cameras rushing in, no loud announcement echoing across social media. Yet inside the offices, a decision had already reshaped the future of the club's goalkeeping department. Diki Diarra was officially registered as a Kaizer Chiefs player. For many supporters, the name had floated around in whispers for weeks. Others had studied his performances from afar, noticing his composure, his authority in the box, and the way he organized defenders as if he had been part of the backline for years. But on this morning, speculation turned into reality. Diarra's journey to this point was not defined by shortcuts. It was built through discipline, patience, and an understanding that goalkeepers often mature away from the spotlight. While attackers live on highlights and midfielders dominate discussions, goalkeepers develop in silence, learning from mistakes that the whole stadium remembers. As he walked into the Kaizer Chiefs offices for the first time as a registered player, Diarra did not look overwhelmed. He looked focused, calm. The same expression he carried when facing one-on-one situations or commanding his area under pressure. For Kaizer Chiefs, this registration was not just about adding another name to the squad list. It was about stability. The club had experienced moments where defensive structure wavered, where matches slipped away not because of effort, but because fine margins went against them. Football at the highest level is often decided by seconds, by reactions, by positioning. A goalkeeper can change the entire emotional balance of a team. The technical staff had studied Diarra carefully. They reviewed matches, training footage, and tactical fit. What stood out was not just shot-stopping ability, but decision-making. Diarra knew when to stay, when to come out, and when to slow the game down. These details mattered in a league where momentum can swing instantly. When he signed the paperwork, there were no exaggerated gestures, just a handshake, a pen placed back on the table, and a quiet acknowledgement of responsibility. Wearing the Kaizer Chiefs badge comes with expectation. History follows every player who joins the club. Legends are remembered, mistakes are magnified. Diarra understood this. His first training session was watched closely, not by fans, but by teammates. Goalkeepers earn trust not through words, but through actions. Diarra's voice carried across the pitch as he organized defenders during drills. He demanded positioning, he offered encouragement, he corrected movement without arrogance. Within minutes, it was clear that he was not there to blend in. He was there to compete. The technical staff paid close attention. Footwork, distribution, recovery speed. Diarra approached each exercise with intensity, treating routine drills as match situations. There was no sign of complacency, no sign of entitlement. For the defenders, something felt different. Communication was clearer, instructions came earlier, confidence grew subtly. These are the changes supporters rarely see on highlight reels, but coaches value deeply. Off the field, Diarra took time to understand the culture of Kaizer Chiefs. The club represents more than football. It carries identity, expectation, and millions of voices across South Africa and beyond. He listened more than he spoke, asked questions, observed how senior players conducted themselves. He understood that registration was only the beginning. Competition in the goalkeeping department intensified immediately. Training sessions became sharper. Every save mattered. Every mistake was noted. This is what strong squads demand, internal pressure that raises standards without creating division. The coaching staff welcomed this. Strong goalkeeping competition often translates into better results on match day. It keeps everyone alert, focused, hungry. As days passed, Diarra's presence became natural. His movements synchronized with the defensive line. His distribution improved build-up play. He adapted quickly to the tempo of South African football, the transitions, the physical battles, the unpredictable moments. Supporters began to notice, not through official announcements, but through subtle changes in training clips and matchday squads. Conversations started again, this time with confidence rather than speculation. For Diarra, patience remained key. He knew opportunities are earned, not given. Whether starting or waiting, his role was clear: be ready. The registration also sent a message beyond the club. Kaizer Chiefs were reinforcing their foundations, building from the back, planning for consistency rather than quick fixes. Goalkeepers are long-term investments. They anchor teams through seasons of change. When the matchday squad lists came out, anticipation followed. Fans debated, analysts discussed tactical implications. Would Diarra bring leadership? Would his style suit the team's approach? These discussions are part of football's rhythm. Inside the camp, there was calm. Diarra continued his routine: early arrivals, extra work, recovery sessions, mental preparation. Goalkeeping is as much psychological as physical. One moment can define 90 minutes. He trained his mind to remain steady regardless of circumstance. When his opportunity arrived, whether in a cup fixture, league match, or rotation decision, it was approached with the same quiet confidence he carried from day one. No theatrics, just focus. Standing between the posts in Kaizer Chiefs colors is a responsibility few experience. The noise, the expectation, the history. Diarra embraced it without forcing anything. He trusted his preparation. Each save reinforced belief. Each command strengthened structure. Each calm decision under pressure settled the team. Even in moments of challenge, he showed resilience. Goalkeepers are judged harshly, but resilience defines their careers. For Kaizer Chiefs, registering Diarra marked a step toward balance and depth. It was not about headlines, it was about function, about ensuring that when pressure arrives, the last line of defense stands firm. As the season continued, one truth became clear. This move was never about hype. It was about readiness, about professionalism, about understanding the demands of a club that measures success not only in trophies, but in standards. Diarra's journey with Kaizer Chiefs had officially begun, not with noise, but with purpose. And sometimes the strongest foundations are built quietly.